Our research shows us that family businesses are incredibly important to local economies, communities, and in fact to the families themselves. And they have some challenges. Some of those are around succession processes, and some of them are around the general governance of the business, so how a business is run that leads to the point of succession, all the work that goes into that. Our research showed that families in business like to learn about what has worked for other families in business. They like to hear that from their peers, and they find that more useful than formal education at many stages in the process. So what we've been engaged with is formalising events that they can engage with their peers. Sometimes that involves networking events as such, sometimes it involves a one-day conference, sometimes they engage with formal education, perhaps to undertake a master's. We've had people come into doctoral study, but most of it isn't. Most of what we have been setting up is opportunities for families to learn from other families in business about how they start the conversation that leads up to either perhaps succession within the family, or selling the business, or community buyout. There's lots of different routes, but within the family, somehow or other, a plan needs to form for what they see the future as being. And that plan can take many different forms, but there's a whole lot of difficult family questions that need to be answered that are around, do the children want to take part in the business, or are they actually quite happy in their career and really don't want to rejoin the business? Are the parents ready to let go emotionally, but also do they have pension plans in place, or is their retirement effectively predicated on selling the business? Because for some families that is the case. There are many different routes forward, but we offer opportunities for them to learn from their peers about what has worked in their own families. We worked with an organisation called Family Business United. They have been working to set up a branch in Scotland to create a network for family business owners, and our research has informed that, both in terms of creating opportunities for family businesses to hear from their peers, and also in terms of the substance of what's discussed there, whether that's about succession or about the longer term governance processes that lead to succession, whether it's about the difficult conversations that families in business sometimes have to have, or whether it's about the much simpler conversations that some families have where they're actually quite clear about what they do want to happen, and we hope that that good practice can be shared within the wider community. Our research looks at family businesses. We've always known that family businesses are really important to families and to the communities that they are based in. The economic importance, though, is quite startling. The top 100 family businesses in Scotland on their own, just that top 100, we estimate generate around 20 billion in turnover every year. They also support about 112,000 jobs. That's an enormous impact for the Scottish economy. That is an impact on the economy that deserves support, and by putting our research into practice, what we are doing is finding ways in which family businesses can access the support they need that will help to build a stronger future for the businesses, for economies, and for communities. The next stages in this research involve both finding out more about family businesses and the sorts of support they find useful, but also finding good ways for that to be developed and built into policy so that we can offer Scottish family businesses the support they need to thrive and to develop, yes, for the benefits of the family and their communities, but also for the benefits of the Scottish economy as a whole.